Hello everybody! Hey, it's Slingblade98 here. This is going to be a quick video about wrestling for the first time in a while. First thing I'd like to talk about is Bryan Danielson's heel turn. Yeah, I know I'm a couple weeks late, but I just watched the entire scenario on SmackDown when I had some free time. So here's my opinions on it. I think, simply put, it could have been done a lot better. I don't feel that the cowardly heel persona fits him well at all. He's got way too fiery a persona to be playing the kind of heel that Edge played in his feud with John Cena 5 or 6 years ago. He stands up on the barricade, yells at the crowd. He's got dramatic theme music. His character, just what I mean by character, I don't mean his kayfabe character. I mean his skills as a performer. He seems like a natural face to me, and it just doesn't look believable at all seeing him playing a cowardly heel. This isn't to knock him at all, because I'm not saying he's one-dimensional. He's a great talent, obviously. He's a fantastic technical wrestler. He's got a lot of charisma. I just think that this is bad writing, bad timing, and having the guy cash in the Money in the Bank in a heel manner while he's still a face, it was just really bad timing. They should have built him up as a heel before he did that. It would have made a lot more sense. And also, I see a lot of contradictions in it where it looks like, they're not sure if he's heel or face yet. And I don't mean in a, Austin 2002 tweener sense where people are cheering him while he's, making fun of the local sports teams trying to get cheap heat. What I mean is, 1 minute he's poking Big Show in the chest, yelling in his face after he ran over his girlfriend for one. And, he looks like the drill sergeant from Forrest Gump. And then the next minute, he's running out of the ring when Big Show's trying to attack him, and talking shit to Mark Henry, and then running away like a little girl with the title. Who is he? I mean, if you poke a 500-pound guy in the chest and make him cry and shit and feel bad about himself, and then you run away, it's just like, okay, are you a bully heel, or are you an edge heel? Do you guys know what I mean? It just doesn't seem to make sense. I feel as though there needs to be a face that's really, really over, like John Cena at the peak of his popularity when he first won the title and he was still, fresh before we all got sick of his character, or CM Punk last July. I'm just giving examples of faces that are over, not really people I'd like to see in the feud with him. But my point is, in order for us to get mad at him screwing someone, it has to be somebody that we really cared about in the first place. Big Show is not over enough for this to, be him. I think that having Big Show crying like a little girl after running over AJ kind of additionally screws up the dynamic that was already kind of warped. If Danielson is an Edge-type heel and Big Show looks like the cowardly lion, then neither can properly respond to the other's character role. Let me explain what I mean so there's no ambiguity. A cowardly heel needs a very strong face in order for his tactics to look really heinous, because it comes down to somebody standing up to the bully. Would the Lion King have worked out if Simba cried when Scar killed Mufasa and then didn't do anything about it at all? No, of course not. If the movie ended with, without retribution or justice, it would have been completely pointless and stupid. And that's exactly how I feel about that episode of SmackDown where AJ got run over and then taken off the stretcher while, Danielson poked Big Show in the chest and said, "You're a horrible person, you need to be careful." I mean, that was just stupid. To be honest with you, it looked like Danielson was the parent and Big Show was a big blubbering 5-year-old and they were in the principal's office of school or something. It didn't work because if the face is too weak to get reprisal against the heel for screwing him, e.g. cashing in Money in the Bank after the match, he has no credibility at all, and the bad guy who was too weak to win honestly in the first place is stuck without a hero to stand up to him, thus invalidating his character. What the hell does he do then? He's left in purgatory like MVP or John Morrison during their inexplicably pointless losing streaks. Does he go to TNA? Does he just coach NXT like Stryker or some other irrelevant character after he fails to get over? I don't even know. Maybe they just wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. It kind of leaves all the characters without anywhere to go after the feud because it castrates them of their potency. I additionally feel like the David versus Goliath match is really boring and rehashed because a wrestler like Danielson looks best with someone who can sell his moves effectively, not an aging big man with bad knees. This brings me to the Royal Rumble main event. Who the fuck is honestly looking forward to it? Are you guys? Tell me in the comment section if you are, please, because if I'm wrong about this, I'd rather know. Seriously though, who is honestly looking to, see two 500-pound guys lumbering around the ring with a technical wrestler who can't perform his moves on them. You can't German suplex the Big Show. You can't really chain wrestle him. You can't really high flying, sorry about that. You can't put on a high octane match with him. I'm a little rusty at this. Forgive me, guys. But what is he gonna do? He can't chain wrestle. He can't take that move because he's too fat. And what's he gonna do? Catch you in midair? Oh my God, the Big Show caught him doing a crossbody, which isn't part of his moveset. That wasn't predictable. Oh my God, Mark Henry with a clothesline that's so slow it looks like a garbage truck trying to back up. My point is that nobody's buying these pay-per-views or watching these shows because seeing fat guys knock each other down and do scoop slams is dated. It was old after Hogan and Andre. It is older than the TNA roster. Where the fuck do we go from here? How about some unique wrestling characters that have dynamic personalities, like the CM Punk of 2009 and the Straight Edge Society, or the vengeful and disfigured Cody Rhodes in his mask a while back? How about we leave the Saturday morning cartoon characters in the past and give the butter knife its cutting edge back? It's been done under the nose of the main event card scene recently, but the wrestlers who are unique and got over and got that precious push were always watered down when they got the belt. Look at Punk before he was champion. He was cutting promos every week that were 24 karat gold. But now that he's champion, they did to him what they did to Steve Austin after he retired and started making guest appearances. They turned him from a hellion into a Walmart greeter that smiles inexplicably all the time and is automatically getting along with everyone like he's on Ritalin. Am I the only one who notices that both Punk and Austin were tweeners and now for some reason are like old people who are going, "That's nice, you kids, now run along"? This is kind of abstract what I'm trying to explain to you guys, and you might not understand me, but the comparison I'm trying to draw is that of like DX HBK versus the fat happy retired HBK, the Hall of Famer HBK who returns to Raw for the sole purpose of being interrupted by The Miz or Wade Barrett